here with episode 2. We're going to cover exhaust. If you watched last week's, you'll know everything that we're about to go into, and you'll realize how it relates back to your engine and the strokes of your engine. Now, I want to go over with you a few definitions so you'll have a better understanding of what we're talking about. All right. First, I want to talk to you about exhaust scavenging. Now, what exhaust scavenging is that's moving the exhaust gases out of the engine efficiently. So when your fresh air and your fuel comes in, there's no leftover exhaust fumes in the combustion chamber. All right, so that is scavenging. And now let's get into the exhaust side of it. You have what's called pulse waves. When exhaust leaves your exhaust port on your head, there is a pulse wave that comes in front of the gases that's moving 13 to 1500 feet per second. It comes out ahead of your exhaust fumes. Your exhaust fumes are going to enter your pipe at 300 to 500 feet per second. So you have a pulse wave ahead of the exhaust fume. It's just an energy wave. It goes out ahead of the exhaust fumes, and this every time your motorcycle rotates, the RPMs, it comes out. So you have these in your exhaust pipe the whole time when you're idling, riding, whatever. All right, and the next one I want to talk to you about is reversion. All right, so you have this pulse wave coming out, and reversion is when the pulse wave comes out and it hits a low pressure or it hits a block. It will actually revert around and turn around inside of the pipe, and that will also carry some of your exhaust gases back into your combustion chamber. So we're going to look at a few different types of exhausts here so I can kind of explain to you how they work and what they do for your engine. First off, we have fishtails. This is the top view. You have this large pipe and it goes into this small space. Imagine going down a 3-lane interstate and it closing into 1 lane. It's going to slow down tremendously when it hits that 1 lane. But as I was saying about the pulse wave, when it comes down here and it hits that blockade, the pulse wave is going to revert and go backwards. This is going to carry exhaust fumes and exhaust gas back. It's slowing it down, and when your valves are in overlap, your piston is coming down, it's sucking the fresh air in. This is going to allow exhaust gases to be recirculated back into your combustion chamber. It's going to pollute your combustion chamber, and you're not going to get near as good of a burn, and you're going to have less power. So this is why fishtails are bad for power, or power, horsepower, torque, all of it. This is why fishtails are bad for that. Next, we have drag pipes. This is right the opposite. Drag pipes are wide open, straight pipes that come sometimes just 18 inches out off the head, sometimes it comes to the rear, but they are just straight pipes. Now what happens here is when your pulse wave comes out, it's dragging the exhaust gases out, but your valves in overlap, when your fuel and air is starting to come in, your exhaust valve is still open. It's moving out so fast that you are actually pulling fuel and fresh air across your combustion chamber and out of your exhaust valve during that split second that they're both open. And that is going to give you less hot of a burn, less fuel and air to burn in your combustion chamber, and you're going to have terrible low-end torque. That's why straight pipes, drag pipes are terrible for low-end torque. They are for exactly what they're called, drag pipes, for drag racing, high RPM, high speed. That's the only time that they are good. They may be loud, they may look good, but as far as for power, they are no good. All right, next we have true duals. The reason true duals are not good for building power is you have the reversion waves and your exhaust gases coming out of 2 pipes, both cylinders out of 2 pipes, same time, so you are battling each other inside the pipes. Your front cylinder head and your rear cylinder head, the exhaust is battling the wave is inside of the pipe. They're not working in unison. They look really good, they sound good, a lot of people like them, and you're going to make decent power with true duals, but they are not completely efficient for high torque, low end torque at all. Now, last but not least, you have a 2-into-1. This is the most practical. This allows both cylinder heads to go into one collector, and it works in harmony with each other. Both of your waves and all of your exhaust gas are collecting into one. As soon as one pulse wave and one set exhaust come out, the other one is pushing it out. They're one right after another. They're just marching out, just steady. So this 2-into-1 is how you build power. It's how you build the most power, low end torque. These are all around the best pipes that you can have. The 2-into-2, they're around the same thing, but most of your exhaust comes out of your right-hand side. So it's whatever you want to do. If you want good low end torque, touring bike, carrying around luggage, the old lady, you would want a 2-into-1. It's going to be your best bet on building torque. If you're out there, you're doing drag racing, 150, 200 miles an hour on the strip, you'll want drag pipes. There's no reason to have people. Like, unless you just like the way they look, there's no reason to have them. You can get with us, you can get with parts department, they can get you fixed up with anything you need. Just come back and talk to us, we can get you hooked up, get all of this installed. Just let us know what your idea is for what you want from your build, and we can do it for you. Have a nice day.